Good afternoon, and thanks for watching News 8 Now. I'm Dua Esrar.
And I'm Derek Sibley. If you've been watching our newscast for about 3 months, you would have noticed that we've been reporting from our newsroom here lately.
Our staff has been working hard on our studio remodel, which we finally get to show off. It wouldn't have been possible without our team of engineers and control room staff who deserve a huge amount of credit for making this all possible. As our show goes on, we'll be able to share more of it, and we appreciate your patience the last 3 months as we made this transition. Derek, how do you feel about the new set on this Friday? A wonderful Friday.
I love it. I really think it was a great time to start debuting it here on the morning and also on the noon show. And in fact, check out this weather center, Dua. It is fantastic,
absolutely.
right? Completely like state of the art. And I gotta say that it is a beautiful start here to the afternoon after all that snow cleared out. But I do want to take a look at the time lapse here with you, and you can see that we've been dealing with some quiet conditions overnight. But right when around the 5 a.m. or so hour hit, that's when all that snow was allowed to move across the area as this low pressure system contributed to a bunch of snow. As of right now, that snow has stopped, and our temperatures are into the 20s and 30s across Winona, Eau Claire, and also into La Crosse. But the rest of us this afternoon are into the low 30s here at the moment, and we're pretty much going to be remaining that way here, it looks like, too. You can see some of those snow showers moving through the area now as we speak, and we will continue to remain a little bit cloudy here, it looks like, throughout the rest of the day, as those temperatures are expected to drop into the teens, especially by the time we reach around 9 o'clock, and then pretty much continue into those overnight hours with those west-northwesterly breezes in place. Now, our temperatures are going to really drop down here, Dua, so we'll talk about that in the full weather forecast.
All right. A La Crosse home was nearly destroyed in an overnight fire. A La Crosse Fire Department responded shortly after 3 this morning. Much of the home was on fire when crews arrived. The 24-person crew took over 2 hours to extinguish the fire, and as you can see, the home was badly damaged. The fire department did not mention any injuries related to the fire, and the cause is still being investigated. Local nonprofit organizations united to collect crucial data on the unhoused population in La Crosse County. Volunteers met early Thursday morning to do the point-in-time count. Multiple teams of volunteers walked through downtown La Crosse to get a head count of each unsheltered person they see. And if given the chance, they give those individuals information about local resources and local shelter availabilities. These point-in-time counts are another way to support our community, but members say it is near impossible to get an accurate head count.
Us nonprofits and agencies, we're working with people and we're doing great work for people that want housing, but we kind of don't always know the scope of what's going on in the community and how many people are truly living unsheltered.
Volunteers counted 36 unsheltered people on Thursday. And to protect the unsheltered community, the city of La Crosse will open a temporary warming space at Southside Neighborhood Center starting on Sunday. The shelter will be open from 8 in the morning to 7 in the evening. The warming shelter will close Thursday, February 2nd, but this is subject to change depending on the weather. Our Anna Fisher will have more on this story tonight at 10. And news from the land of 10,000 lakes. Environmental support group Friends of the Boundary Waters Wilderness held a press conference in St. Paul. The Biden administration announced a 20-year ban on all copper sulfide mining on the land surrounding the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness in northeastern Minnesota. Executive Director of the group, Chris Knopf, raised a glass of water to celebrate the passing of this environmental legislation.
This type of mining has never been done safely anywhere in the world. And so we are protecting the boundary waters from catastrophic disaster that sulfide mining would bring to Minnesota. So it's never been done safely.
The mining ban passed also helps protect the existing treaty rights of the Native nations that have continued rights in the boundary waters. The museum for one of Coulee Region's most iconic people is asking for the public's help in adding to its collection. The Deke Slayton Museum needs $4,000 to buy a Formula One airplane racing jacket Slayton wore after his career with NASA. The museum's executive director says a private owner in Houston, Texas currently owns the jacket. They connected back in November and have been negotiating, but the current owner agrees the jacket would be better off displayed in Slayton's hometown.
I feel like it would be a perfect complement to having his airplane here And we don't want to see his jacket being in another private collection where no one can see it.
Young says almost everything currently in the museum was donated, so buying an artifact is a new experience for her. Anyone who's interested can donate through the museum's Facebook page. The museum has raised over $1,500 so far. And happening tomorrow, Wafer Food Pantry's Food Fair. The monthly event will be at Wafer's La Crosse location and at Anytime Fitness in West Salem. You can drive through the La Crosse event through any time between 10 in the morning and noon. No pre-registration is required and is open to La Crosse County residents and La Crescent residents who meet federal poverty guidelines. Make sure your trunk is clear and do not forget your ID. If you need more information about the event, visit our website at news8000.com. Well, still to come on News 8 Now at noon, Netflix is cracking down on password sharing. If you've been mooching off your friend's account, you might be out of luck. More details in today's Money Watch report.
Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates under $10. Get big flavor and bigger savings with our Magnificent 7 breakfast, Big Bacon BLT, and more. And don't forget a delicious pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Just when you thought you were done painting, you discover paint bleed under your tape. Not with Frog Tape. Frog Tape is the only painter's tape treated with Paint Block technology. Paint Block reacts with the water in latex paint to form a micro barrier against paint bleed, giving you the sharpest lines possible. Get professional results with Frog Tape. No messy lines, no paint bleed. For sharp lines, every time, Frog it.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming.
We are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
We warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warned storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more.
You're not always going to be here, but you always have this. Whether you're here, or anywhere really, the News 8000 app lets you stay updated on your time. Get it today so you can have here.
Wall Street saw positive gains Thursday following the release of a solid GDP report. The Dow climbed 205 points, the Nasdaq gained 199 points, and the S&P 500 rose 44 points. CBS News' Chanel Call has the latest business headlines from New York.
New Commerce Department data shows the nation's GDP grew a solid 2.9% in the fourth quarter of last year. That despite high inflation and rising interest rates. But that number, which measures the sum of the U.S. economy's goods and services, is slightly lower than the previous quarter's 3.2%. And some economists still say the U.S. could be headed for a recession this year. During a major economic speech, President Biden praised the report Thursday as very good news. GDP for the year increased 2.1% over 2021. New alarming analysis now shows that motor vehicle thefts in the U.S. increased more than 50% from 2019 to last year. That's according to the Council on Criminal Justice, which conducted the survey across 30 cities. There was a pronounced spike at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, with the number of thefts more than doubling in 8 cities and tripling in Memphis and Chicago. Car thefts cost Americans tens of billions of dollars each year. And the free ride is coming to an end for people who use borrowed passwords to watch Netflix. In its latest earnings report, the streaming service says near the end of this fiscal quarter, it'll begin charging subscribers who share their account outside their household. That puts the crackdown date sometime before the end of March. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
And as we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next.
I'm Peyton Danowitz with News 8, and today is Financial Friday, brought to you by WMB Financial. We are at Bubba Meats today with Lee, who is the owner, and Dave with WMB Financial, and we're going to talk a little bit about what WMB Financial has done to help Bubba Meats become such a great business that it is. Lee, we'll start with you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you met Dave?
We met through a mutual friend of ours. Dave has helped me through all the thick and thins of owning a small business.
Can you tell us a little bit of history about Bubba Meats?
Sure. Bubba's Meats, we bought it about 9 years ago from the Bridle family. It's been a small business here in La Crosse for generations. Tried to keep that going.
And what's the best part about working with Dave?
Keeping it in the community. His team up there is awesome to work with, and there'll be anything that you want, they'll help you out.
And would you recommend WMB to other local businesses?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, Dave and his team up there are just awesome to work with.
Dave, as a trusted financial advisor, what does working with local businesses like Bubba Meats mean to you?
It means everything. It's why I come to work every day doing this stuff for small businesses. It's not only building the relationships from the business standpoint, it's building the relationships on the personal side of things. And it's awesome to see people become very successful in what they do, and they're very passionate. I'm glad to be part of that, part of their vision and their dreams, and get them to the finish line. And then also on the other side of it, just the personal relationships. There's nothing better than that. I've known Lee for a very long time. We just have a lot of fun together on and off the field, I call it, if we're ice fishing or if we're, maybe go to a local establishment. We have a lot of fun together, and that's what it's all about for me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. This has been another Financial Friday brought to you by WMB Financial.
A new breakthrough for melanoma patients and a pioneering study examines the effectiveness of the sugar tax. Michael George has some of the day's top health stories.
Taxing sugary drinks appears to be making an impact on childhood health in the UK. Researchers at Cambridge found the sugar tax implemented in 2018 helped prevent more than 5,000 cases of obesity among young girls, especially those living in lower income areas. Buying more over-the-counter pain and indigestion medications may be a sign of something more serious. A study funded by Cancer Research UK examined the shopping habits of almost 300 women. They found women eventually diagnosed with ovarian cancer purchased more pain and indigestion medication in the months leading up to a cancer diagnosis to alleviate early symptoms like stomach pain and bloating. And researchers at UCLA say they've identified a way to prevent certain cancers from resisting targeted therapy. They suggest an approach designed to block DNA mutations in targeted cancer cells may improve survival rates for patients with metastatic melanoma and other lethal cancers. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, is still a medical mystery, but researchers are getting closer to having answers. SIDS is defined as the unexplained death of a seemingly healthy baby under a year old. A new study suggests genetics may play a role. Researchers discovered that siblings of babies who died of SIDS have a higher risk of dying suddenly as well. There's no guaranteed way to prevent SIDS from happening, but experts recommend making sure your baby is sleeping on their back and to keep the crib as bare as possible. Well, here's a live look through CityCam 8. Derek is in next with our forecast.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
The 31st Annual Tri-State Rail Sale Saturday, January 28th at the La Crosse Center. Hobby sale, model rail flea market, and swap meet with over 300 vendor tables. Proceeds go to maintain and restore the La Crosse Shortline Railroad Museum. The La Crosse Lions Charities will be celebrating Groundhog Day with a pulled pork dinner Thursday, February 2nd at the Moose Lodge, La Crosse.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
I was crossing the street at a crosswalk, and a guy ran through the stop sign, and I was hit by the car.
My dad made the wisest choice ever by contacting Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
Jim Schwebel laid out a legal plan for me and took care of the important things, and so I didn't have to worry about anything.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming,
We are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
we warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warned storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more. New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Board Store Home Improvements. 782-8877. The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Well, we've been tracking CityCam 8 today because you can see over the last time lapse here showing us that we did see quite a bit of some snowy weather move through the area, especially by the time we reached around the 4 to 5 a.m. hour and even late here into the morning. But now, as you can see, conditions are just looking pretty cloudy after all that snow here has cleared out. And here's a look at what the last several hours have shown us. Lots of snow here moving in across the area, courtesy of a Alberta Clipper system that tracked through the upper Midwest and also here along that USA and Canadian border, showing where that blow is currently positioned. A lot of that snow that moved through early this morning is now positioned off to the east of us around the Great Lakes, such as Lake Michigan there, showing all that snowy weather here going. Behind that storm system, it's very cold. You can see temperatures are falling into the upper teens to low 20s, and all of this cold air is going to be moving into our area here, especially this weekend and also into next week. As of right now, you can see we are into the upper 20s to low 30s. And as we get checked now on the rest of your day, it's going to continue to remain on the mostly cloudy side of things, with temperatures into the mid 20s through at least around 3 and 5, and then we drop into the low 20s as we head into the early part of the evening hours. Look at the snow here moving away here from us as we progress through the day, and all the cloudy skies that continue here as well. Now, our temperatures are going to start to drop as we head into the late afternoon hours here especially, but also as we head into the early evening, I think you'll notice the temperatures dropping even more. We may even see a little bit of some clearing skies here too. There could be some patches of areas that may see some clearer skies than others, because as you can see, it's pretty scattered here as far as the cloud coverage goes as we head into the early evening. Now, as we take you into tonight, cold air behind that Clipper system continues to filter in across the area, and in fact by around midnight we could be waking up to temperatures in it to those low to mid-teens. Right now though in La Crosse it's 34 degrees with a feel-like temperature of 21, a little bit gusty. 38-mile-per-hour wind gusts have been recorded at the airport. A feel-like temperature now of 16 in Eau Claire with a temperature value of 28 degrees, and gusty conditions out of the west-northwest. Recent gusts up to 33 miles an hour. Our forecast high temperatures today warming up into the only upper 20s to low 30s, 34 in Winona here for your afternoon. Here's what's coming next. So we're on the back side of this Clipper system. I drew the blue colors here to illustrate where all that cold air is, and as you can see, it's going to continue to move in across the northern U.S. We're also watching this weak disturbance down to the south because that could give us our next best chance of snow here as we head into the day tomorrow. And look at all the colors here, all the bluish shades showing all where those very cold readings are going to be across the area. Check out the wind chills too. We're going to be dropping into the teens and even the single digits as we head into tonight. And as we take you into overnight, we're going to still be into those single digit values. We're also talking about single digits once again for wind chills as we head into tomorrow afternoon. And the same can be said too as we head into tomorrow night into early Sunday morning. As a matter of fact, some spots may even see temperature values below zero. All right, so the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook does call for temperatures to be well below our average high and low. In fact, you'll see that here on the 8-day forecast, showing that we will be looking at temperatures well into the teens for those next several days. And check out the low temperatures too. We're going to be even below zero here at times as well. So make sure to bundle up out there.
All right. Thanks, Derek.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to break and we'll have some more news right after.
Add style to any room with Armstrong Flooring from Menards. Adiamo offers durable, self-adhering vinyl tile that performs beautifully in high-traffic areas, while its limited lifetime warranty gives you an extra sense of security. Adiamo 12x12 vinyl tiles are just $139 each. Show off your new flooring with Sylvania recessed lighting. Its ultra-thin design fits flush against the surface, making it quick and easy to install. Get a recessed Sylvania lighting for just $19.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Get fresh whole chicken for just 99 cents a pound during Hy-Vee's 99-cent sale this Friday through Sunday. Get products for just 99 cents, like a 12-pack of Marichon ramen noodles, Hy-Vee potato chips, Lunchables, P3, and cereal for just 99 cents each. Plus, get Honeycrisp apples for just 99 cents a pound while supplies last. Don't miss Hy-Vee's 99-cent sale this Friday through Sunday.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up, but what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand out, water and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming,
we are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
We warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warned storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more.
The place to save big money on all your home improvement needs.
You expect more. So thank you for watching News 8 Now.
All you need is $5 for a cup of soup, bread, and a vote to improve our community in a tangible way. That's the promise of La Crosse Soup, which returned to downtown La Crosse on Thursday night. News 8 Now's Anna Fisher was there and has the big scoop on how big ideas get to become a reality.
$5 for soup, bread, and a vote.
The winner tonight is going to get a couple $1,000s to make their project happen.
Josh Court is the director of La Crosse Soup, a quarterly micro-grant funding organizer. He hopes that tonight's efforts will better help the community in the long run.
The people who typically submit are not fundraisers. They don't have degrees in social service or that. They're just people who want to do good things in the community, and we want to be able to support them.
Far from having a degree, the State Road Stars is a group of 4 fifth-grade girls from State Road Elementary. They're hoping to get accessible playground equipment.
There's a new kid at our school who came in who uses a wheelchair to get around, and we thought it would be kind of nice if we installed some equipment.
The crowd agreed, and the Stars are bringing back the night's proceeds to help reach their goal.
Thank you.
Reporting in La Crosse, I'm Anna Fisher, News 8 Now.
Stay with us. We'll have one more check of your forecast when we return.
Our weather is constantly on the move, and you can trust that the News 8 Now First Warn team is always tracking it. But we're not just here. When storms move in, the First Warn team gets moving in the Storm Runner. The News 8 Now Storm Runner puts you in the middle of what's happening with up-to-the-minute live reports, day or night. It's just one more way the First Warn team has you covered when it comes to severe weather. The News 8 Now Storm Runner, powered by Maury's VW.
Flooring or tile installer considering a new opportunity in the year ahead. The Board Store is the area's premier home improvement contractor, serving the community from the same location for over 33 years. Continued growth opens new opportunities, good pay, good benefits and respect, no weekends or overnight travel. Begin a new career where skill matters and character is valued. Apply online or at the Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates under $10. Get big flavor and even bigger savings with our Magnificent 7 breakfast. Big bacon BLT, short stack, and more, all for under $10. And don't forget a delicious pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
When you watch News 8 Now, expect depth.
Now the DoD is updating their requirements to use foam without PFAS. It's a federal change that could have happened sooner.
Every civilian airport, they were all supposed to be using non-fluorinated foam.
Expect community.
A partnership between Mayo Clinic Health System and La Crosse's Boys and Girls Club is helping kids get help right when they need it. And now it's expanding its reach.
We are News 8. Expect more. Download the News 8000 app today.
Well, we got more chances of snow in the forecast for tomorrow morning and also into the afternoon, but after that it's going to get very cold. In fact, we're going to be into the teens all weekend long, single digits Monday and teens as we head into next week as well. So make sure to bundle up out there. Get ready, Dua. It's coming. Cold's coming.
I was going to ask you what you wanted to do this weekend, but that weather means stay home.
That's it.
Have a nice day.